Hey there, my name is Tyler, and today I'd like to show you how software can make building in the construction world a whole lot easier. Now that we've walked through how to manage projects, we need to know how to log time against a project. And specifically in this case, how to log time against a project on a job site. Now, in this case, what you would normally do is you would want to load this page. This page is also called the job site timekeeping page. And you want to load this on some kind of tablet, laptop, or some shared device that can be used throughout the job site so that foremen and laborers can all clock in and out. But what we're looking at right now is specifically the foreman view. So this is what the foreman would see when clocking in or out. And what we see here is a list of laborers or regular employees that can clock hours against either the wet side, or if I go to the dry side, this is a list of employees that can log hours against dry side phases. So I'm going to go back over to the wet side, and I already added some new user. It's going to be test user. Let's go ahead and try to clock in as them. So I'm going to go ahead and click open. And here is sort of an exploded view of their time card. In the top right, what you see is a hours per day for the entire week calendar type component. And so today's Wednesday and they have not logged any hours yet. Top left is some information on the laborer and then the project they're in. And then in the middle, you see some basic timekeeping information. So the clock in time, how much time they've logged or worked, and then what work area they worked on the job site if applicable. So I'm going to choose the gym for this case, and I'm not going to change the clock in time. And one note with this is it does round to the nearest 15-minute mark. So I'm just going to go ahead and clock in, and we're going to see a flag here. And this is because I'm logging in or clocking in for a laborer as a foreman. And so this is so we can keep track of these events on the reporting side. And the other reason is because the shift start time for the project is set to 6 a.m. So we're logging in or clocking in hours after. And so a flag is going to be thrown. And this shift start time is created and set during project creation. So I'm going to select a reason. I'm going to say they forgot to clock in. And there we go. So they are clocked in now. You can see that their clock time is 3:45. And now I'm going to go ahead and try to clock out for them. So I'm going to click their time card again. I'm going to set them to 6 hours. Let's do 6. I'm going to go ahead and clock out. And again, a flag is thrown for the same reasons. We're clocking out as a foreman for a laborer. And then also the shift duration is set during project creation. And I set this project to have a shift duration of 8 hours. So we're under that and a flag is going to be thrown. So let me click a reason why that flag is thrown. I'm going to say they forgot to clock out. Click done. And we're all set. So as a foreman now, at the end of the day, I would come over, I would look at this employee, and before approving this time card, I would see if there's any flags. And in this case, we do have 2 flags here. And these are because of the reasons I said before. And with these flags, you can hover over them and see the comment, the reason why. And if everything is looking good, I'm going to go ahead and approve these hours. Perfect. So at this point, I can now apply these approved hours to phases. In this case, only to phases on the wet side. So I'm going to go over here, and I see test user is here. He's in the pipe fitting labor type, and he has 6 hours. So I'm going to go ahead and choose the BG installation, and I'm going to do all 6 hours here. Perfect. Long hours today. I'm going to add a note, and then at this point, now that I've applied them to the phase, I'm going to submit these applied hours. Go ahead and submit, and we don't have any lost hours right now, so I'm going to hit no lost hours. And perfect. Now that time has been approved and applied and submitted to a phase. And at this point, we can view these hours in our daily report. So as you can see, timekeeping, specifically on a job site, is very important. By using a simple tool such as this, you can manage the tracking of time on a construction site with ease, and you can see how that time tracking data is used throughout the project.